almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home.
Man, Fallout 76 is getting a lot of hate, and today I'll be going over the pros and cons. For the pros, it's an online game, so you can group up with your friends and take on the enemies of Appalachia. And you can build structures with them, which is really neat. You can also play instruments and they'll sync up with each other, and the emotes are really nice. But that's really all I have for the pros. And the cons, I'm sure you've heard of them before. It's online, which means the servers can crash and they'll kick you out. If you build a campsite, someone can place their camp there and then you'll have to rebuild your entire camp. But we'll get into camps later. They can force you into PvP by shooting at you, and then when you're in the middle of a fight, they'll jump in front of your bullet. Or they can just straight up kill you. It's buggy and the AI can be really stupid at times, like, you could be running from an enemy that you don't want to fight. Like, you're way out of their targeting range where they're supposed to defend and they'll still be following you across the map. Or you can be fighting a boss and they'll just stand there and not do anything. And when you're fighting people, sometimes it doesn't really look good. What I mean is, like, you'll be shooting at the Scorched and they're shooting back, but their guns aren't even facing the right way. They're pointing at the sky and they're not really pointing at you. Or sometimes you're, like, in an area where there's multiple floors, you hear footsteps, and you can't really tell where they are. You think, oh, if I can't see them, then they must be far away. Well, they're right behind you with a hatchet, and you're dead now. Also, if you re-die, and you don't want to spend caps to respawn further away, and you respawn at an area where you died, you're gonna keep getting killed by that enemy, because they won't let you escape, even if you try to, like, hide and use the sneak. Which is extremely fun, by the way. This clip I'm showing you, I signed on to finish building my camp, but obviously someone had that spot. So I thought, okay, I'll just sign into a different server and my camp will be back. Turns out that doesn't work, and I spawned near this area where there's level 40 ghouls, and they kept killing me over and over because I didn't want to spend the caps to respawn somewhere else. I ended up getting away, and I decided to build my camp somewhere else, and these mongrels kept chasing me, and they killed me. So then I spent like an hour trying to get my stuff back over and over again. The FPS will randomly drop when you're in a firefight or doing anything besides standing still. And it goes from playing on a next generation console to playing on Microsoft PowerPoint. But other than that, the graphics look amazing. The building is neat, but honestly, it doesn't make sense at times. Like, it says you can't place something because it's floating when it's obviously not floating. And it says you can't place this in a certain area when you just did it like 2 minutes prior. Like in this clip here, I just decided to end it because it was being so stupid. The reason I wanted to build here is because I had a really nice view, but Bethesda had other plans. So I tried finding a flat surface to see if it would let me build there, but that was almost impossible to find a flat surface. Honestly, this game has really great potential. If they kept it in beta just a little longer to work out the kinks, I think it would have been a little better at launch. In the next DLC, I think they should add the NPCs back. I know they're working on it, but it would just add more immersion to the world. Also, I think they should add pets to the shop, where you can put them in your camp. There'd be like 200, what are they called? Atom points? And you can like go to your camp and you'd be greeted and be like the dogs in Red Dead where you can like interact with them. I think that'd be really neat. If you're watching Bethesda, you owe me for that. And speaking of the shop, I'm not really bothered by the microtransactions, because they're not like EA where it's pay to win. They're not like Overwatch where it's loot boxes. It's more like you just pay for what you want, which makes sense. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to be a part of Wolfpack, then subscribe and click the links in the description to go to my Patreon. A huge thanks to Steve, by the way, from Patreon. And if you don't have money for that, you can click on the link below for Opinion Outpost, where 100 points equals $10. And if you have time, then make sure to check out All Pets Return Home. It's a wolf dog rescue, and they do amazing work over there. See you next time. Ciao.